In the mid-19th century, the United States stood at a crossroads, its unity fraying under the weight of deep-seated divisions. The northern states, rapidly industrializing and embracing a diversified economy, contrasted starkly with the southern states, whose agrarian system was deeply intertwined with the institution of slavery. This fundamental economic and moral dichotomy sowed seeds of discord, leading to intense debates over states' rights and the expansion of slavery into new territories. The election of Abraham Lincoln in 1860, who opposed the spread of slavery, was perceived by Southern leaders as an existential threat to their way of life. Consequently, 11 Southern states seceded from the Union, forming the Confederate States of America, setting the stage for a conflict that would redefine the nation. The opening salvo came on April 12, 1861, when Confederate forces attacked Fort Sumter in South Carolina. This act of aggression galvanized the North, leading both sides to mobilize their populations for a war many believed would be brief. However, as battles unfolded, it became evident that this would be a prolonged and grueling struggle. The First Battle of Bull Run shattered illusions of a short conflict, revealing the depth of resolve on both sides and foreshadowing the immense sacrifices to come. As the war progressed, certain battles emerged as pivotal moments that would shape the trajectory of the conflict. The Battle of Antietam in September 1862 stands as the bloodiest single-day engagement in American history, with approximately 22,717 soldiers killed, wounded, or missing. This Union strategic victory provided President Lincoln with the opportunity to issue the Emancipation Proclamation on January 1, 1863. While it declared freedom for enslaved individuals in Confederate-held territories, its immediate practical effect was limited. Nevertheless, it fundamentally transformed the character of the war, aligning the Union cause with the fight against slavery and discouraging foreign powers from supporting the Confederacy. The summer of 1863 witnessed the Battle of Gettysburg, a confrontation that became the turning point of the war. From July 1st to July 3rd, Union and Confederate forces clashed in a brutal engagement that resulted in over 50,000 casualties. The Union's decisive victory halted General Robert E. Lee's invasion of the North and boosted Northern morale. In November of that year, President Lincoln traveled to the battlefield to dedicate the Soldiers' National Cemetery, where he delivered the Gettysburg Address. In just a few succinct sentences, Lincoln eloquently reaffirmed the principles of liberty and equality, emphasizing the war's purpose and the need for national unity. In the waning months of 1864, General William Tecumseh Sherman embarked on his infamous March to the Sea. Starting in Atlanta and culminating in Savannah, Sherman's forces cut a swath of destruction through Georgia, aiming to cripple the Confederacy's war-making capabilities and break the Southern will to fight. This scorched earth campaign not only devastated the Southern landscape, but also hastened the Confederacy's collapse. By April 1865, the Confederacy was on the brink of defeat. After a series of retreats and dwindling supplies, General Lee recognized the futility of continued resistance. On April 9th, he met with General Ulysses S. Grant at Appomattox Courthouse in Virginia. In a gesture of magnanimity, Grant offered generous surrender terms, allowing Confederate soldiers to return home with their personal possessions and horses, effectively ending the Civil War. Tragically, the nation's hard-won peace was marred by the assassination of President Lincoln just days later. On the evening of April 14, 1865, while attending a play at Ford's Theater in Washington, D.C., Lincoln was shot by John Wilkes Booth, a Confederate sympathizer. The president succumbed to his injuries the following morning, plunging the nation into mourning and uncertainty. The aftermath of the Civil War ushered in the Reconstruction era, a tumultuous period marked by efforts to rebuild the South and integrate formerly enslaved individuals into society as free citizens. The ratification of the 13th Amendment in December 1865 abolished slavery throughout the United States, laying the foundation for future civil rights movements. However, the path to true equality remained fraught with challenges, as deeply entrenched racial prejudices and economic disparities persisted. The American Civil War, with its immense human cost and profound societal changes, stands as a defining chapter in the nation's history. It tested the resilience of democratic ideals, reshaped the national identity, and set the course for the United States' evolution in the centuries to follow.